Avengers Doomsday, the return of Doctor Strange in Avengers Doomsday, is not about magic getting louder, it's about time getting tired. Doctor Strange has never been the kind of hero who saves the day with strength. He saves it with knowledge. And knowledge, when carried too long, becomes a burden, not a gift. This story does not ask whether Strange is powerful enough. It asks whether anyone should be allowed to know this much. By the time we reach Avengers Doomsday, Strange is not a man who discovering the future. He is a man haunted by it. He has seen realities collapse. He has seen victories that felt like losses. And worst of all, he has seen outcomes that cannot be explained without breaking people. That's what makes his return unsettling. Personally, I think Doctor Strange should not feel like a savior in this movie. He should feel like a warning. Because the more you understand time, the less human your choices become. One of the most disturbing ideas surrounding Strange is that he does not fight for hope anymore. He fights for viability. Not the best future, not the happiest one, just the one that still exists. And that's a terrifying place for a hero to stand. Here's the core question that defines Strange in Avengers Doomsday. What happens when the man who knows the future can no longer believe in it? Doctor Strange is not just reacting to threats, he is managing inevitability. Every spell he casts is weighted against consequences we never see. Every choice he makes closes 1,000 invisible doors. That kind of awareness isolates you. Strange does not struggle with doubt, he struggles with certainty. Certainty that some losses are unavoidable. Certainty that saving everyone is impossible. Certainty that explaining the truth might cause more harm than silence. That's why his role in Avengers Doomsday feels heavier than any punch or explosion. He is not leading from the front, he is guiding from the edge. Another uncomfortable what if sits at the heart of this story. What if Strange already knows how this ends and still chooses to proceed? That transforms him from a hero to a custodian of collapse. Because when you know the ending, free will become complicated. Do people really choose? Or they being nudged along a path designed to minimize damage? Strange has always walked that line, but in Avengers Doomsday, the line feels thinner than ever. There's also a deep loneliness in Strange's position. Other heroes fight enemies, Strange fights outcomes. He does not get the luxury of belief. Belief requires uncertainty, and Strange has already looked beyond it. I really like the idea that this film treats Doctor Strange as someone who has outgrown optimism. Not because he's broken, but because optimism does not survive contact with infinity. Time does not scare Strange anymore. What scares him is repetition. Endless loops of sacrifice, endless cycle of loss, endless universes paying the same price for the same mistake. That exhaustion should define his presence. Another powerful theme here is control versus trust. Doctor Strange has always believed that someone must be willing to make the hard step, to choose the lesser evil, to act when others hesitate. But Avengers Doomsday challenges that belief. What if control itself is what leads to doomsday? What if trying to manage every outcome is the very thing that collapses reality? That puts Strange in an impossible position. Relinquish control and risk chaos. Hold on to it and risk becoming the architect of disasters. And that's where the tension becomes psychological, not magical. Strange magic is no longer impressive, it's dangerous. Because every smell bends time, and time, once spent too often, snaps. Another haunting idea emerges. What if Doctor Strange's greatest fear is not losing, but being right? Being right means watching others suffer because the outcome demands it. Being right means knowing that even heroism has limits. Being right means carrying guilt that no one else can share. That's why Strange does not inspire people the way other heroes do. He unsettles them. He speaks carefully. He withholds details. He chooses words like weapons. And that restraint tells us everything. If Avengers Doomsday handles this correctly, Doctor Strange becomes the emotional spine of the story. Not because he saves the universe, but because he understands exactly what saving it will destroy. There's also a quiet tragedy to his return. Strange can see futures, but he can't escape responsibility. Knowing what comes next does not free you, it traps you. And here's the most dangerous what if of all. What if Doctor Strange survives Avengers Doomsday but loses his faith in intervention? What if he realizes that some universes are not meant to be preserved, only understood? That idea reshapes everything, because then Doctor Strange is not fighting for victory, he's fighting for meaning. Meaning in sacrifice, meaning in loss, meaning in choosing action, even when the outcome is imperfect. By the time this story unfolds fully, Doctor Strange is not the supreme anymore. He's the keeper of endings. And that makes his presence terrifying. Not because of what he can do, but because of what he already knows. Avengers Doomsday does not need Doctor Strange to be hopeful. It needs him to be honest. Honest about limits. Honest about consequences. Honest about the price of survival. Because when the end will feels inevitable, the most powerful act is not stopping time. It's choosing how to face it. And Doctor Strange, more than any other hero, knows exactly what that choice cost. Thanks for watching this video. If you like the explanation, please subscribe my channel and like the video.